Hey, Ryan.
How'd you get in here?
I have no idea.
Oh,
I actually had to sneak in.
to your own house.
That's right. I have security now. We have different types of symbiotes,
Yep.
and they guard the house to protect us.
Poor people.
And I locked myself out, so I had to go through the window, crawled in, knocked a bunch of comic books over.
Shame on you.
It was terrible.
Dropping comics.
How was your day?
My day was fantastic. I've been here for several hours. We've recorded one podcast.
That's right.
That doesn't sound like we've done that much, but we've done a lot of other things.
We were here for hours, and we recorded one thing.
We've forgotten that we were supposed to record. We just kind of hang out, and we're like, oh, we need music.
Yeah, we do need music.
That's what we need.
Yeah, we do.
All I can hear is my beautiful voice. Good evening, everyone.
How's your day going, Ryan?
My day is nowhere near as cool as your guys' day because you're here with us. Lucky you. You get to be here with us.
With
That's
some
so
like
much
super
better.
slow music.
We need like a third chair. We need to put a blank chair in here because
Third chair?
you guys are the third chair.
That's right. They're here. They're here with us. Who's here?
With us.
Why don't we say hi to
is
some
here?
peeps in the chat?
Hey, Perry Comics, you said hey first, so we shall say hey to you first.
We also have Nick Miller joining us.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mr.
pretty
Bake
cool.
the Snake. How are you, sir?
Luis Ramirez, 504.
Glad to see you making content now, by the way, Bake the Snake.
Yeah.
Chad Fox.
Second that.
Kyle Carson, Mr. Wonder Slush.
Oh, we
Good
got
to see you, my friend.
Kyle Carson's a homie, as is Color Me Comic and John's Comics with Kids.
Hey, Johnny.
He says sup.
Sup.
Sup. What's going
Sup.
down? We want to know what's going down. We have people all over the world joining. Look at this from Paris. Adrian V Comics
Where are you seeing this?
on the screen.
Oh, yep. Greetings from Paris.
Greetings. It's a good day.
All you gotta do is use your eyes, and you can read things.
I'm getting ready to go on a big old trip.
What trip are you doing, Tom?
I'm going to California this weekend.
You are.
That's right.
I'm not, though.
You are not. You're staying here. But I'm going to be going to California with the Guru. We have a show that we're going to be doing. And I'm pretty excited to go on this show, to go to the show.
Ooh.
That's right. I'm going to be taking the comic fam with me. We're going to be doing a fair amount of travel vlogs.
I'm excited.
This could be a lot of
Didn't
fun.
you guys just go to a con?
We did.
Is there gonna be some sort of video about that?
No. Unfortunately, that con was not as poppin' as I was hoping it would be.
So small.
It was very small. Very tiny. Micro-sized.
I heard the super chat sound.
Yes.
There's a
Super
sound
chat.
now.
There's a sound, and then it gets put on the screen.
Wade W.
We do appreciate you.
Keep providing the great content, and we can.
We
Thanks
can
to
do that
you.
because of peeps like you. The community.
I love it. Thank you.
And I didn't get the... I almost forgot about the
Oh,
light
it
because
didn't even turn green when the money. Oh man.
it's all screwy, Ryan.
It's the magic is failing us.
No, it's actually... We just have to charge our power ring. There we go. And now it's good. We got it. Thank you so much, Wade. And you know what? Today we have a nice little show for you. We're going to be, I'm getting ready to go out to this convention. We're getting ready for 2019. I mean, I know we're a couple weeks into January, but it's a big year. We have a lot of stuff that we are working on as far as content goes, as well as production goes, and like how we put these videos together, how they get made for you so that we can get them out more consistent, as well as just better quality all around. We may even have live shows in the studio pretty soon.
That'd be cool.
Which I think would be pretty cool.
Where is it going to be in California? John wants to know. John lives in California.
Oh, that's exciting. Lake Long.
Some lake.
Some lake. I'm forgetting the name.
Comics and Water sounds like a great.
Somebody here, and you know what? If the Guru joins us, he'll make sure to throw it out there. I forgot. Jeff, I don't even know. I don't even know where I'm going. I just know that it was all last minute, and he's like, "You got to go to the show. It's gonna be crazy. There's gonna be a show. Like we're going to a show, and then there's a show that's a private show.
Like a pre-show before the show.
After
It's a post-show.
Post-show, and I'm excited about it, but we'll see. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I do know that I'm going with Jeff. It's just for a couple days, and I'm supposed to see some really cool books. And I'm going down there with the intent to bring comic books back for the community.
For the mail call.
For the mail call, for the giveaways, everything. I'm going on a hunt.
I like it. I like it a lot.
All right.
We gotta go green.
Go green.
I want to go green. Oh, I've never done
green.
it.
D's room.
So
Happy,
simple.
happy, joy, joy.
I saw that you sent a package, Sir D.
Ooh, he did.
We did. You did.
Why don't we jump into that? Do we have it nearby?
It's somewhere. We moved some things around.
Look in there, right there.
I don't know. Is it this? Is it the toys?
Yes.
Oh man. The pretzel bag.
Let's see here.
There you go. I'm just gonna.
Oh my goodness. There we go. What's on the screen?
I don't know.
Ryan, what's on the screen?
I'm so confused.
I don't know what's happening.
I never know what's happening, you guys.
Ryan, we're supposed to open it on camera, and I forgot to put it aside. Nope.
Thank
that's
you for
not
the
it.
things that you sent.
Yes, he sent something really cool.
I got
for
a
you,
Green
Ryan.
Lantern little guy from you.
That's right.
It's over there by my bag. I
Yeah,
don't want to get up and go get it, but I got it and I'm taking it home.
And he's gonna post it on Instagram because you are awesome. D's Room, go subscribe to D's Room. He's also putting out some cool content. I have to say, this has been in this last month, I've seen more new content from the community in the last month than I have all year.
Do you think there's like a new crop of YouTubers are springing up out of the ground for 2019? It's like a
Absolutely.
class of 2019. I've heard that thrown around before.
I think this is going to be the year if anyone's ever thought about like starting their own little channel.
Do it.
This is the time to do it. This is a really good time to do it because there's so many people doing it. The community is, looking for channels to be part of, communities to be part of, and yeah, we're seeing a lot of people starting to hit YouTube.
I like it
Because, what's happening, they're realizing that it's super easy to film yourself if you have a phone.
The hardest part is getting the motivation.
Yeah.
Speaking from experience.
Yeah, just doing it. Just being consistent and pumping out content every week. So anyways, thank you so much, D's Room, who is actually producing content now.
Hi, brother.
Ooh, Ryan's brother's here too, which is very cool. All right, well, so I wanted to have a little chat with you, Ryan, because we're going on 1 year, and I was going through, and you know what I'm going to bring up right now? Let's, here, I'm going to do it. Let's do it here.
This is good. This is,
I think
we talked about this earlier.
Okay, so let's bring this up just a little bit larger here. I'm going to talk about some of this stuff here.
A little memory lane action.
Okay, so what we have here is the Gauntlet series that we've done. Let's get this a little bit larger.
There it goes.
There we go. And get rid of this.
Get rid of that.
Okay.
We don't need that on there.
You don't need that on there, Ryan.
No,
Boom.
that's for later.
Okay, so take a look at this, comic fam. So we got the Infinity Gauntlet saga that we did. Ryan, look at this.
We've been doing this for quite a while now.
This was the first project that we took on, and you know what? I was going through it, and I thought this is actually a really fun thing to talk about because we are now at a point in the Gauntlet series where we actually have a good community following our videos. We're actually seeing engagement. For the first, I would say, 6 months of us doing this saga, we had near zero engagement. It got to the point where we couldn't even find like comments to read on screen at some points. But now we put out a video and people see it, which is really exciting. And we do appreciate the community for, spending any amount of time on our channel watching our videos. But in reviewing this, I'm like, okay, we have changed so much of the show here. So this isn't just an Infinity Gauntlet run that we cover. This is kind of like a little bit of a snapshot of our history as growth in our channel.
Our progression over the last year. Yeah, there's serious benchmarks. Oh goodness.
Take a look at you. It's good stuff. All right, so this is the first video here, and
do you remember when we wanted to do this? We were gonna do that every time, like some text.
Oh, right here. Let me turn this down, all right, because we don't need to listen to us talk about this,
but need to hear, see us.
But what's interesting is like our early videos when we were trying to come up with an idea about what we can do to provide value as far as like to the comic book community.
Yeah.
In reviewing something, it started here because what was happening is Infinity Gauntlet was like about to come out.
Infinity War was like a month or two away.
Yeah, we were so stoked about that, and everybody in the community was as well. So, what were as far as things that were that are show change in the process of us making these videos. Also, my opinion on the like what I remembered of the Infinity Gauntlet changed as well, because we read so much more than just the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, that was our whole goal. We before we even started this, we realized there's plenty of other channels, other videos that have already broken down the Infinity Gauntlet event, but not a lot going into the entire event with all of the associated tie-ins and crossovers.
And then while we were going through it, we realized, okay, well, we don't want to just narrate a story. So we also had to grow the videos in a way that was like, okay, how can we progress this to something that I think we are still trying to make. I don't think we're done. No. A lot of the stuff that we've begun to implement is more improv and trying to be funny and just, being silly. We attempt. I don't know if we
have to try.
There you go. Ryan doesn't have to. I'm striving for it, but sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. But you know what? I wanted to talk about the Infinity Gauntlet and what we've learned, because we have done. I mean, look at this. We've done 32 videos on the Infinity Gauntlet, the whole saga. And I want to chat about the biggest things to you as far as in this run that you learned.
Okay.
As well as some of your favorite and least favorite things about this run.
Ooh.
and I want to discuss that for a bit. And let us know in the chat if anyone has gone through any of these. If any of has anyone watched all of them, or if you've jumped in. What was the last one you watched?
Yeah, that's a good question. The numbers show that not everyone has watched. That first one is pretty high, actually. It's kind of higher than I thought it would be.
Right.
It was like 800 views or something.
Mm-hmm. And that's actually what's kind of fun about this is that we spent, we kind of stood back and we looked at our content that we made, and it was like, oh, wow, we have a lot of videos that have really low views. So this information that we're referencing that we think is so cool.
Some people might not know what we're talking about if we reference a older video about like Impossible Man or something weird and silly that happened in one of our first like 10 videos when we didn't even have 1,000 subscribers back then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100. I remember we were trying to get like, if we could get over 100 views in a week, that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
So let's dive into it. First off, Ryan, the fire guy. I want to know what your biggest. We're gonna just 2 questions. The first is as far as like making videos, the thing you learned most about doing this project with the Infinity Gauntlet. What have you learned most about like getting to 32 videos in, talking about this one saga? I want to know the biggest thing you've learned. And then the second is I want to know your favorite thing about Infinity Gauntlet that you wouldn't have said prior to reading them in this way and making the content in this way.
I don't even. I'm still thinking about the first question. I didn't even hear you ask me a second one.
Okay, so let's do the first one. Okay, and
that's how it works. That's how my brain works.
And you think about your answer. I'm gonna give you a couple seconds here.
Go.
Think about your stuff, and then I'm gonna say thank you to Discovery Bay Comics. In the meantime, he says, hey, let's smash the like button. Smash, Hulk smash it. Thank you so much for showing your appreciation. And you know what? We do appreciate you.
I think you deserve a special shout out, my friend, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Discovery Bay Comics is awesome.
Your daily videos are an insane task that you've taken on, and I am very grateful. I assume most of the community is very grateful for what you do, so thank you.
It's the one, I'll actually say this, a little hint of it, a little bit of advice to anybody who wants to make content and who's ever thought about making content. That's the best advice is every day. Just do something every day.
Every day, yeah.
That is the single best advice. It's not what kind of camera. It's not microphones. It's not audio. It's not learning Adobe. It's not perfecting Photoshop. It's not figuring out how to go live so you can move a display screen on screen live and broadcast it with good enough internet. Stuff we're doing right now in this moment. No, it's none of that. It's just doing something every day. But anyways, Discovery Bay Comics is a channel who's actually doing that. So keep that up, man.
Let's see. What have I learned while doing all these videos?
Okay. Well, learning as far as producing and editing and putting this all together.
Not getting comfortable, I think, is something that I'm kind of struggling with. I don't know if that's the right word. I'm not struggling with it, but it's a constant thing you got to be aware of.
Right.
Like you gotta shake up the format when you have to. You gotta be open to trying. Like we did one video in a list format when Thanos wiped out all the Avengers. We did a top 10 Thanos kills. We ranked them all in a list instead of just delivering the information in the story in the chronological way that it was delivered in the comic already. We took it and kind of morphed it into a little piece of content all on its own, and that's the kind of thing that I gotta keep fresh in my mind.
No, it's a good point. I think that's a really good point that you made. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, how I look at making a video has changed because of this process. Because Comic Fam, look at this video here. So this is a green screen that we used for a minute, and we were rolling with the punches, just changing stuff. But this is a video that's 440 views.
Oh goodness.
Okay. 440 views is very, very low compared to what an average video makes now.
Current video we have is over 1,000, I think, right now.
Within a day.
Yeah.
Is what we shoot for with that, and getting 400 views in a year. Here is we had to put these together and keep on trucking. And the one thing with this is that we wanted to talk about issue number 37 of Silver Surfer. That's what you're looking at here.
3 comments.
With 3 comments. And one of them's yours.
One of them's me.
And one of them's yours, Ryan. Yep. Thanks for participating.
I try.
But what our videos were lacking at this point was anything adding, besides just the narrative. That's all we were doing is covering a story that was, just highlighting some cool stuff that we thought was interesting. Yep. Hey, we did have a green screen, so that's pretty cool.
We had that for like a month.
We did have that for.
It's
was
pretty
it about
cool.
a month?
I mean, we could throw images up on the wall like that. I mean, that does look kind of cool, but the camera angle, it was we've progressed.
This is a
then,
third
thankfully.
camera. I had to have a third camera set up to get this shot.
Yeah.
But but you're right. It was like looking at how do we make Silver Surfer 37. It's not about what 37 is about, because if anyone wanted to read that, they just Google Silver Surfer 37. You can read the comic. It's literally free online. So it's not about that, and I wouldn't suggest doing that. So just like paying to get it, read it. But
I'm also wearing the same T-shirt, by the way.
yeah, you are. I'm just
That's-
noticing that. Look at that. You're wearing your Crush Ryan's in the same shirt. That'd be great. I gotta find one that I'm wearing a pink shirt. I'm sure I'll have one of these videos. I'll probably wear it a couple times.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
all right.
You have way more shirts than I do.
I just go through and then I gotta get more. So, that's a good thing to mention. Looking at other ways to tell the story that's interesting, and then it gets me reading them differently as well. So, okay, so that is the production. For me, my answer would be that I would probably share that. That'd probably be, and I'm saying like in the moment you're piecing that together, but that has to be it. It's got to be how we format a show and try to make what otherwise may even be a bad comic book interesting. I think there's a realization that you made at one point where you said if it's bad, it actually is easier to do.
The videos are better, I think, when the comics are bad, because I like watching. When I rewatch them, I do rewatch these videos occasionally. The ones that we did not enjoy were, for me, they were more fun to watch when the issue was a little more confusing or stupid.
Sure. Okay, so what about the story? I think that's actually the more interesting part here. Right. Infinity Gauntlet. This is something that everybody has been, for years now, excited about. We got last year got the movie, experienced it. It was an event. It was an event that the whole world experienced. The great disappearance, and we've all been waiting, and we're even seeing, we're anticipating these movies coming out here this year. It's going to give us more information on what's happened. But what are your thoughts comparing now the 30 some odd videos that we've made about the Infinity Gauntlet? I feel fairly well versed so far.
Very true.
I've read more of these comics than some Hellboy comics I've read.
That's a weird way to look at it, but yeah, you're right. You're right. What about the story?
So, as far as, I'll start off with my biggest thing that,
What are you thinking?
as far as like what I've learned and I'm going to go learned and enjoy. I think there needs to be a caveat to that. Like learned and enjoy, something to say about, like why we're picking it. For me, it's the relationship between Thanos and death.
Okay.
I think that whole, I knew that was there, but if you read, let's just say that, what would you say if you were to bring down the Infinity Gauntlet, the average person would read Thanos Quest 1 and 2.
Even that might be I didn't. Before this, I didn't even know that existed. I read Infinity Gauntlet 1 through 6, the main.
Okay, that's what
issues.
a lot of people would read, especially if it was post movie. Okay.
Right.
Look
it up what comics inspired the movie Infinity Gauntlet. I'll read that. That's it. I won't read any Silver Surfers or Hulks or Doctor Stranges.
But someone in the community likely would, or even a Thanos fan, they would likely at least read those two other tie-ins a little bit in the very beginning before the Infinity Gauntlet 1 and 2. They may even read some of the Silver Surfer stuff. I mean, heck, everyone knows the Gauntlet appears in Silver Surfer before it appears in Infinity Gauntlet number 1. So these are some things that you may read. But out of the 30 some odd issues that we've covered, it's very clear that the average person doesn't read these books, especially the crossovers.
Yeah.
These random issues where it's like Infinity Gauntlet pops in, but otherwise, if you don't take the time to go through the stuff that's happened before, it's going to be like nonsense to you unless you read it in its entirety. And the thing that I'm most impressed with, and the thing that I'm just in awe about that I would have never gotten if I didn't read everything else, is the relationship between Thanos and death, his whole view on the reality he's trying to create himself. And it's entirely lacking from the Infinity Gauntlet issue, like the main story arc. You get it in these crossover events. You see more death in Thanos storytelling in all the like one-offs.
The Silver Surfers, for sure. That's almost more story than the actual Gauntlet. The Gauntlet's like the big battles and the crazy main stuff, but to see actually death to see Thanos crushing on death and like stressing about what he's gonna do about life in the universe, what he's gonna do in the main event, all of that kind of information and exposition happens in these Silver Surfer issues.
And I enjoy that. And the thing I liked most about it is that it's so comic booky. It's so out there. Like, that there had to have been a boardroom meeting at Marvel when they were deciding to structure all of these movies together. All right, is there any way, like let's chat about Thanos. What is his like story arc? We all know it, but like really, is there any way we can make a movie where Thanos is like he is in the comics at all? And you read these issues, the videos that we cover, you realize there's absolutely no way. You can't do it. He's sadistic. He's crazy. He's a nihilist. Like he wants pain. He wants destruction, and he tortures. He mutilates. He's one of the. He probably brings more carnage to this story, to any Marvel storyline that I've seen, thus far, with some of these things that we see Jim Starlin create. And you only get that through the full vision of like, as it plays, not the full vision, but the full picture as it plays out between all of these crossover events. There's some that we were chatting about panels. Yeah. Like, look at these 2 panels here. Death looks at Thanos in this way here, and that reveals more about their relationship than anything that happens in like the 6-issue storyline.
Word.
Anyways,
we gotta shout out. There's so many. They're piling up.
What is happening? Comic Fam. Trey? Is it Trey?
You got an old school homie, man.
All right,
read
Trey.
This comment here.
Trey, here we go. Love the show and all the content. Inspired me to start collecting again. Oh, that is like the nicest compliment I think our channel gets.
Yeah.
That is. I never thought that would happen. To inspire people to start collecting again.
Just cool videos on comic stuff. That's like what I was
amazing.
hoping to do.
That's so cool. I'm glad. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Comic Fam. We didn't go anywhere. And
you used to buy your grab bags off your eBay site. That's old school. You were doing that at the bank, right? Like before we...
Yeah, I used to sell grabs back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Trey, thank you so much. Appreciate you. That's OG support before Instagram.
Closet Geek.
Closet Geek. Keeping it green.
Speaking of OG support.
Heck yeah. It's been a minute since I was able to catch a live show. Keep up the great work. Hit the like and subscribe button. Ring the bell, fam. Thank you so much for the support. Oh, my goodness. That was very kind of you. Closet Geek has been... he's donated... a good amount of times helping us grow the show. So sincerely, thank you. You've literally helped grow our show.
Joshua Sanders.
And then we have Joshua Sanders, just showing some love to my brothers. Keep up the great work, fam.
Supporter, man. This is a good group of people we got here.
You know, the Comic Fam has been growing. And we mentioned that earlier in the show. But shout out again to all the members who are making content. Look at first person on the screen since I brought the chat back up is Caleb Murphy. Another good example of a member of the community just going on and posting content.
He's diving into that YouTube thing with both hands. You dive with your hands.
He tagged me.
He's doing it.
He tagged. Did you see the post? He got a strange adventure, and it's like Second Enchantress.
Yeah, with he
in his mail call.
Yep.
Yeah, he got a key book in his mail call and tagged us in it because he flipped it on eBay and bought himself a camera. He's able to get himself a camera to start recording in 1080.
Beautiful 1080.
So I'm like, heck yeah, that's what it's about, man. You know, I'm glad that you're here to make content as well, and look forward to seeing a lot more of your stuff. And we got Robert Tapia. Tapia?
Just bought a Savage Sword Conan #1 at a 9.8. Thoughts on spec?
Ooh, awesome. I actually just got a 4 and a 5 this last week from Russ's shop. I told him that. Okay, this is basically what I told him. I said, Russ, I need these books, but I'm gonna frame them and they'll be yours. And I'm just gonna frame them, put them in the office, and if I want them, I'll buy them.
They're there.
So they're gonna be framed and they're gonna be put up, and then I may or may not keep them forever. And then I probably just give them money for them eventually, but I'm super excited about it.
One way or the other.
Anyways, thank you so much. Thoughts on spec of that book? I think Conan has been an underrated character for a long time. I'm kind of getting into Conan. I've read not as much as I'd like to, but I have read a handful of Conan. Everything I do read, I really enjoy.
Ever since you did that breakdown with John and Alec a few weeks ago, they've been putting out, ever since the relaunch of Conan happened, they've been doing a lot of True Believers of those. I've been picking those up. I haven't read them yet, but I've got them.
He's like the one thing I really like about Conan is he's a brute force, but he's quick like a cat. It reminds her of Wolverine without superpowers a little bit, and it's barbarian. It's like I think if you don't like Wolverine, but you like the idea of that type of style of fighting, it's gonna be like that could be your character. Exciting. I'm excited for that. So anyways,
we'll see.
Caleb, he says he loves the community.
Feet and hands.
Feet and hands.
You dive with everything.
There you go.
Both sets of limbs.
Here, we'll give you the green too, man. Caleb and Robert, thank you so much. Okay, so that's what I have to say about the Infinity Gauntlet. I think it's been fun. It's been an interesting read, and I want to just give a quick little short. Right. Let's do it short, We're not going to give you a full summary because you can watch through our videos, but I want to invite everybody to start watching the videos because we put them out every week. And I think it could be a little intimidating if you jump into it because legit, when we start going Infinity Gauntlet, it's like we have 30 some odd videos behind us.
Right.
And some of these things are references and we go back. We go back to stuff we were talking about last year and we're like aha moments. So for real, it happens pretty often. So I want to catch everybody up on what's going to be coming out up until actually this past video.
I think it was Monday.
So if we were to like break it down in a very, very quick way,
Quickly.
Here, you start us off.
Condense 1 year into like 30 seconds.
So if the comic fan wants to join us and they don't want to have to go through all of our other videos, they can start with the most recent one.
Yeah, which is almost the most recent one is like we skipped 10 issues or something, and the most recent video we did actually is older.
Oh yeah, we did skip one. Okay,
The most
okay.
current video we did was with Rhino at the zoo and Silver Surfer and animals and leopards getting shot. I don't know how relevant that one is in the overall.
Okay, no, that's good. It's good. We're at the event.
Mm-hmm.
We're at the event.
Yes.
The events happened, and pretty much from the beginning till now, where if you were to start up on the Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos has returned.
Yes.
He's returned because of death.
Right.
Death has brought him back to cause mass annihilation.
Right.
Thanos' way to accomplish this task is to get the gauntlet.
He does that and gets the gems in Thanos Quest 1 and 2.
That's right.
Assembles the Infinity Gauntlet. Wipes out everyone in the universe with the snap of his fingers. Half of everyone in the universe.
That's right. Our heroes get taken out.
Mm-hmm.
And right now in this storyline, we have a event that's about to start. We have all of our heroes out for the count and the cosmic beings about to join the fight.
Yeah, it's going to be a bunch of crazy, trippy Beyonders and In-Betweeners and Master Chaos and Orders and Galactuses, Galacti.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to get weird.
That's right, but that's where we have left off. So I know that's there's a lot that's happened in between that. There's a lot of character development. And honestly, I think that some of the best parts of the Infinity Gauntlet run, it takes place in those side quests, in those side things. I mean, we have some of my favorite characters in this run have like been Drax.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, issues with Drax have been
Surfer.
Yeah, Silver Surfer's been great. Impossible Man's always fun when he when he jumps in. But it's definitely been a wild ride with the Infinity Gauntlet. So like to invite everybody to join us when we do pump out those videos, and
It's fun to go back and look.
On track every
this
week.
video's 30 minutes long also, by the way. Silver Surfer 37.
Oh my gosh. We talked about that issue for 30 minutes. And
it was on 420 though.
Yeah, man.
That explains it.
That's right. What is it? Were we just totally stoned?
Published on April 20th.
There you go. No,
wow.
we actually
been doing this for so long.
I know, we've been doing this for a minute, man.
Ugh.
It's good.
I'm excited.
Okay, comic fan, thank you so much for joining us today. We have Ryan's picks on deck, so let's why don't we start doing that? So, Ryan's picks. You can pick your friends and you can pick your nose. Ryan likes to pick both.
Yeah.
There you go.
Let's all pick our nose live on camera.
Okay, so Ryan, walk me through how do you go about picking your comics that you're going to read every week?
That's a good question.
How do you even know? Like, you just pick randomly? What do you do? Talk to us.
I pick some of my books based
explain
on the
yourself.
creative team.
Ryan, explain yourself.
I'm sorry. I like the creative teams of certain books.
Why this one?
Why this one? Why Pearl?
See, we're gonna put the comic up so we can talk about it, so you can to the viewers.
So you don't have to deal with the reflections and but I do have it.
But but you have to have it.
I do have it
because otherwise, then we're just going on Google and going, all right, here's 5 comic books.
I totally bought that one. Yeah, I bought all that.
Oh, I really like this. I like her hair on this one, so that's why I bought it.
I bought it because of the cover.
You bought it because of the cover?
Never said that. No. Pearl's pretty cool. Pearl is a cool series. I'm only I've read 3 or 4 of them. I'm still a little behind. I'm not current on all of the books I have. That's a whole different topic.
Oh, okay.
But Pearl is cool. I am digging all of the new books that Brian Michael Bendis has been written since he has switched over to DC. This is the last issue of Pearl before they go on a break for a couple months because Pearl was picked up into an ongoing series.
Interesting. Okay, so and you like this Brian Michael Bendis?
Right. That guy. He's a cool dude.
I met him for the first time last year.
I still haven't met him. I've seen him.
He's a very nice person.
And I was like that.
Yes, you were.
Mm-hmm.
What is this one?
This is Naomi. It's good that we were just talking about Bendis, because that's who wrote this one too. This is.
I think you should also mention a little bit about what it's about.
Naomi. Or
Yeah,
Pearl?
just like about the
I
issues.
have no idea what Naomi's about. It's a mystery.
You just got it.
I haven't. I've only read the next one.
Okay, if you don't know what it is,
Mhm.
or if you don't even know like even a little bit of it,
Anybody knows what Naomi is, because Naomi is built on a mystery. What's her story? Who is she? She's a whole new character. I'm not gonna lie, it's number 1. I bought it maybe because of that. Maybe like some first appearance stuff. You're teaching me how to
look at this guy looking
specking.
Specking.
I don't know. I'll try it out. See
You're trying to spike Naomi.
She's clearly doing some kind of mystery solving.
What are you doing?
With the photos and the red strings, tying the photos together, and people only do that when there's big mysteries afoot.
What was that game I really enjoyed where you were multiple characters?
Heavy Rain.
Yeah, and then you're in the room and you're like, you did the drug to get into the virtual reality and you had to figure it out. That kind of reminds me of that.
Is that Heavy Rain?
Yeah.
I don't remember virtual reality in that game, but I also don't remember that game very well.
Yeah, the detective, he puts on the glasses.
Oh,
and then yeah.
And the Mars in the forest.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
This kind of reminds me.
Sure, I like that.
Yeah, she doesn't look anything like him.
No,
Looks a
she
little
does
different.
not. She appears to be in high school and not a future cop.
With a drug addiction.
This way. There we go. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, are you talking about the next book?
I'm skipping. Yeah, I don't know about Naomi. I haven't read it yet. I haven't read this one.
All right, what is this one?
This is.
I heard this one may be an interesting book. A little bit of a Sir Kate's action on
Mr. Donny Cates. I have missed the boat on everything that he's done so far.
So was this just super confusing?
This was partly purchased because I wanted to get in on some Donny Cates action from issue 1. See what's going on with Mr. Cates.
What's all the hype?
What is the hype?
What is the hype,
Ryan?
Ryan?
The deal?
What's the
What
deal?
is the hype? I also got this because I know John's Comics with the Kids and Alec at White Whale Comics are breaking this issue down tonight at 8 o'clock on White Whale's channel.
Tonight?
Yes.
That's after Lords of the Long Box, which is going to drop at 6 o'clock.
Well, yes, it is. On White Whale's channel, they are going to be joined by Comic Books NYC, and they're going to be breaking this issue down. I'm going to be looking forward to it because the plot of this issue is interesting, to say the least. I am not current on cosmic Marvel happenings. I know the Infinity Wars event just happened. Thanos has apparently died.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And they open his will in this issue, and he's
reincarnation. What's going on?
It's almost like Silver Surfer 34. No, it's not at all. He's dead. He's dead. He has not reincarnated yet, but he is going to be transplanting his brain and thoughts onto somebody else.
Oh, because superior Spider-Man action kind of thing.
Yeah, actually, and everyone's kind of panicking and stressing out because they're stressing out over who is going to inadvertently become Thanos, and it seems like it's setting the groundwork for something.
We're gonna get another character blend. Could this next character blend be the next Venomized type of character? Are we gonna start seeing people being?
I thought we were done with that kind of
Venom.
stuff. That's why I don't like Marvel.
It's Thanosized.
They're just
Thanosized.
It's gonna be Thanothor or
Thanothor.
Thano Groot.
Groot.
I don't.
Oh, it's gotta be. Come on. This is it. We're gonna create a character. Got to trademark it quick.
That's not creating anything. That's just mashing action figures together. And it's.
But they're gonna do it, and if Cates does it,
I guess if Cates does it, then he gets a pass. But it's still frustrating. I don't really.
Ryan is not happy about this.
I had to struggle to get a Marvel comic.
Okay. Well,
okay.
All right. Well, what else? So you got a different one. You got Crypt of Shadows.
I got another Marvel comic. By the way, I'm putting post-it notes on these because we have committed to doing some kind of best of January issue breakdown, and so I'm tagging all of the issues I pick up in January, and I'm writing a little blurb on the front, like a little post-it note size review / memory, so I can remember what actually happened in the issue.
We're gonna take a walk down memory lane with Ryan when he reads these issues and we review.
Sure.
But this is Crypt of Shadows. What's going on? Because they have a handful of issues bringing back these OG horror titles.
Yeah, this is
heck yeah.
This was an old comic that they did back in the day. If Jeff was here, he could give actual information, but he's not, so I don't know. This is an older. This is
not. So I don't.
This is a one-shot relaunch.
Well, there's a handful of them though.
They're doing. There's a war comic that came out today.
There's some Golden Age classics right now.
Yeah, I don't think
redoing.
It's not like a reprinting, but it's it's a new story.
Yeah, new story, and they're doing a Western one, and they're gonna do a sci-fi one.
Mm-hmm.
Probably gonna do a romance one.
Yes, I know they're definitely doing that. So I'm probably only on board for the horror one right now until I find out that maybe I missed the boat. Maybe. Who knows?
You know what? I think I'm gonna most definitely have to pick up this copy.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to reading that.
And then what's going on with this one here? Because this one is hard to look up because it's called Cover, and if you type in the words "cover comic book" on eBay, the only thing that comes up is everything.
Every comic book.
Every comic book. So you're like,
this was a hard picture to find.
There's a handful of comics and even music. I'm sure some of us have had that experience when you're looking something up like music and it's like a number or something and it just pulls something else up.
There's an episode of Lost
Band.
that is just called question mark. It's just
Oh.
a punctuation. It's one symbol.
So you look for it. You're like, all right,
you
well,
type in Lost with a question mark at the end.
and you're
and
like, good luck.
Yeah,
you're
good
going
luck
to be
finding
light.
anything
You're going to be
useful.
lost.
Get it?
All right. So cover. What's going on with cover?
Cover's
If you can
really
find
cool.
cover,
Then
it's
you
it's
should
about
read it.
Bend. It's got Bendis in it, so you know Brian
It's
got
written by Bendis, but I'm honestly almost getting this book more for Mr. David Mack's artwork. I'm very much in love with his covers for cover, and also anything he does. He does the interiors as well. It's
it.
about
You like the cover for cover?
Mhm. That's not confusing at all.
No, it's not.
It's about a comic book artist who kind of gets covertly recruited by an agent of the CIA.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah,
I like the CIA, the comic book inspection.
Comic Book Intelligence
Agency.
Agency.
Yeah,
Mr. Giveaway winner.
there you go.
I saw that video. So yeah, I'm actually kind of current on cover. I've read
So you've read it.
not this one.
What's it?
I'm not that current.
But what's it about loosely?
It's about a guy who kind of gets almost like sucked into appearing around the world. Like the issue I read, he is like convinced to go to a Comic-Con in like Turkey or some kind of suspicious, all expenses paid
Okay.
comic book convention in some questionably violent or not parts of the world that may or may not have some other behind the scenes things going on that he may or may not be getting roped into. It's just it kind of feels like a Bond story almost,
Ooh, okay.
but about somebody who is not a secret agent.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I like it.
it's a cool story.
All right. Well, let's see. I'm excited to see what's gonna make your top of the month list. I need to get working on mine. I'm a little behind,
I'm
but we're
very
gonna be
behind on
we're gonna be
mine.
making our that video
All of
pretty
these
soon.
post-it notes are empty, as you can see, because I will be spending the following days, weeks. There we go. Oh no, we only have one more week
is
left
that-
of the month.
Is that Constantine?
That is Mr. Constantine.
You know that'd be Constantine, rocking that cigarette. He don't care.
He doesn't care.
No.
don't
If
know
he,
if he
if he
should
gets
smoke and do
cancer,
magic.
he's just gonna get it removed somehow.
I heard that happened.
It did.
This is Batman 63. This is the only series I am currently getting ongoing that I am even remotely close to catching all the way up on. I finally read the wedding issue last week, so that was number 50.
Okay.
So I'm slowly inching my way up to current modern day
13
Batman.
issues away. What was your? And it was a little late because we all know what happened now, so no spoilers coming here. The wedding didn't happen, but
Yeah.
now that you're coming in late to the situation, how do you feel post wedding?
I always wondered why the wedding didn't happen, and now I know. And I'm kind of, it's a little bit of a cop-out how it happened, but I can understand Selena Kyle's reasoning for backing out.
Okay.
It's a little sad.
A little sad, but it had to happen. They had
Sure.
to give her her own run. They had to like separate stuff off. They couldn't have her.
Bruce
you
Wayne
couldn't-
can't be happy.
Yeah, no, can't do that.
Mm-mm.
Okay, moving on. We got Immortal Hulk. Everybody's
I'm a recent
freaking out about Immortal
convert
Hulk.
to this.
It's
I'm
amazing.
surprised at how many Marvel comics I'm getting right now. To be completely honest, I have like what, 3?
That's right, and this cover's really great.
They're all like, I'm so glad we found such a high quality giant size image of this.
It's fantastic.
I read the first trade. I picked up the trade of Immortal Hulk.
What are your thoughts so far?
So far, as in like half of the series ago, I'm only on like issue 6, but it's earned its legendary status.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
And
that's what the
6
blurb
issues
says
already.
at the bottom down here too. Like the best thing about reading this, best thing about Immortal Hulk is that feeling that you are reading a legend in the making, and
Ooh.
that is not wrong.
Really?
I don't even read Hulk comics, and it's got like it feels good.
Okay.
It's as simple as that.
Okay. I'm sold.
Yeah.
I've only read one issue. And I put it down because I was reading it out of order.
Yeah, I've got
I
it
came
on,
in late.
I've got it on Comixology. I'll just leave
Okay.
it logged in when I go home, and you can read that.
Ooh, lucky me.
Among everything else I have on there.
Sharon with friends. I like it. Okay. Moving on.
Sharon.
We got
Justice League 16. Wow, man, they're putting that out way too quick. This
Justice
is
League
part of the. They're
issue
doing
number
some kind of
16.
story with Hawkman and Hawkworld right now. Scott Snyder has some crazy outer space stuff.
I like
cooking.
that voice you had. You're like Scott Snyder.
Scott Snyder.
Wait, can
I
you do
can't
it in
say
that
his-
voice for me? Yeah, can you try to do it in that voice for me?
Scott Snyder.
Yeah, do it really low. Scott Snyder. There it is.
Scott Snyder.
Yeah, keep
like
going.
that. Like
yeah, I want to like that the whole time. Please explain that comic book to me. I
can't-
think it's going to be more interesting to our comic book community if you do it in that
Mm-hmm.
voice.
I like how I like how Martian Manhunter's got like a longer version of the Wonder Woman skirt going on. You see that? He's got like-
I do like that.
I like it.
Okay, I'm trying to go low, as low as you can. I do like that. I do like that. I like that. How low can you go?
Comic Tom After Dark. Like and subscribe.
I can't.
This is,
Like and
this is
subscribe.
great. This is great.
Go the other way.
Great
Go the other way.
content.
Go the other way. Go. There it
Mickey
is.
Mouse?
That's what we got to do. Go Mickey Mouse with it.
Like and subscribe.
Okay, there you go.
That's what I'm doing.
All right. So no, I do. Like, have you read any of this?
I read no. I'm on issue like 15 or so
Okay.
of Justice League. I'm pretty current, but I'm not all the way current because who can read all these damn books? I mean, who reads comics anyway?
Who reads comics anyway? Ryan does.
We're just pretending.
Yeah, we're pretending. We don't actually
We're
know
just
how to
very
read.
good at guessing. That's
Yeah,
the running joke.
I like looking at the pictures.
Mm-hmm.
I look at the pictures, I stare at the pictures, and now I'm gonna learn how to read one day.
I base my thoughts on the issue on the cover.
Ryan, we're gonna be doing a new show soon.
We are.
We are. We're gonna be changing it up. One thing that you're gonna notice about this show is the lack of one thing.
What's that? What didn't we do today?
Comic karma.
We kind of did. We grabbed a box and tried to open it and look at it.
I tried, Ryan. I was gonna have you show the gift that you were given. It's a Green Lantern
I already
figure.
put it in with my stuff over there with my stuff. I don't want to leave it here. I've left some things here before.
Can you go get it? Just run over there.
I'll
real
go
quick.
get it.
Just go get it for me.
It's not that far.
It's really cool, Ryan.
It is cool.
He's supposed to bring it. He didn't bring it. It's literally right there. He came back. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Look what you got, Ryan. How excited are you? This is a gift.
Thank you.
Dee's
Thank
room.
you, Mr. Dwid.
Very cool.
This brings me lots of joy.
So we have been getting a lot of comic book karma.
Yes, we have.
All right. So much.
Watch me forget it, by the way.
I know,
'cause
you're
it's
not going
with
to
my
forget
stuff.
that. No, you're going to.
I forget everything.
I will make sure you take it because I have too many things here. So the thing with comic karma is that it's growing. It's spreading. Comic karma, it spreads like wildfire.
Yes.
It's out of control. You can't control it. As soon as it starts, it just doesn't stop. And what ended up happening is that our show in review was becoming all comic karma.
It started to take up like a good half of the show.
If not more. We were actually
Right.
bleeding over the time slot and not even getting to segments that we planned out. So instead, because we want to, and here's the thing too, we started going through the karma a little too quick. Like, because we were like, oh, should we have 2 more boxes, and people spent money to get this here so that we can send it out and present it to the community so they know what is being sent in.
Yeah.
We were running out of time, and I felt like we were kind of rushing through some things. So we have started to do comic karma, almost cosmic karma. I can't even do it.
That could work too.
I know, right? So much Thanos, cosmic, blah, blah, blah. But
Yes.
anyways, we've decided to move comic karma to one day. One day in particular that may change, and we'll just do it whenever we want to. But it's going to be called comic karma, and we will do it separately. I got to change that. Too much beat. And we're going to be doing it separately to our live video. So this Wednesday show, you're going to be seeing some changes because it's going to be more content driven.
Like in a week from now?
That's right.
Okay.
So the first thing is we're going to be coming back a week from today after I go to California. So I'm excited to be able to share some fun stories there.
Cool.
But some of the things that you can expect, first off, we got Jason from Certified Comic Shop who is going to be on the show.
That's yet another OG homie.
That's right. He's going to be on the show. And we're going to start actually bringing in members from the comic fam who are making content a little bit more often.
You guys.
But this is going to be a little bit of the difference. It's not going to be like, hey, we're going to have them on for the whole show.
No.
No, they're going to come on for a part of the show.
Correct.
So if you want to be able to engage with them live on the show, you got to be on at the time that we're on, which is exciting because
We got to schedule it. We got to be tighter about segments.
that's right. And we also may have, guests that you may have never met on the show at these moments, as well as more community involvement.
Right.
One thing that I've gone through a lot on Instagram, I've been getting a lot of great tags. I get story tags. I get people sending me really cool information, but I don't really have a way to put out that content in the way that we've been doing.
I've noticed you and Russ doing halfway through your CBSI videos and your True First videos, you kind of pause and shout people out and show stories of like finds that people find out in the wild during the week. I think that would be kind of cool. Something similar to that on our show here.
I agree. And some of the ideas that have been kicked around. So we're going to throw this to the Comic Fam's direction. I want to know what your thoughts are. And you can please let us know in the chat. And we're going to be looking post this video in the comment section if you're not watching this live, because we do want to hear from you. But some of the things that right off the bat that we do have that we think would be interesting, aside from stories, if there are story posts that are out there and we are, and you want to share with us, the idea we had is just to encourage that hashtag geek responsibly.
Right.
That way we can get them all in one place.
I'm following that hashtag. It's
I am
kind of
too.
cool.
We never really encouraged its use. It just kind of happened.
Yeah.
But if it's a Geek Responsibly post, it's an easy way for us to keep track and then bring you into the video, because not every post is going to be a, hey, I found one of the top 10 books.
Correct.
And right now that's the only thing that's really being like, that's the only thing I can really bring up in that video. But if we have a live video and we're talking about, I don't know, fun keys that were found in the week, that'd be a really cool, like, let's make these segments about the community, and let's bring you, the community, into the videos. And who knows, maybe there's a really cool story we can have someone come in and share.
Yeah, that's the thought we're trying to do with bringing somebody on the show, is having structure of some kind. We want to provide value and make it worth your while to watch, not only us, but whoever is coming on to convey some sort of story or some information, to have a nice little chit chat back and forth.
What are things that, like, in the community, for me, here's some of, like, for some ideas. And if you'd like to kick some ideas around here, throw it in the chat, throw it in the description. But Multiple Comic Monday, I think it would be fun to do a Multiple Comic Monday segment. I've participated in those in the past. I know a lot of people in the community do that. It may be fun to draw a heck of a lot of attention and encourage more people to be part of more of the some Instagram activities that go on. More community things to kind of encourage more community involvement that we could be part of, but also bring on camera and show the community.
That makes sense. I like the hashtag idea.
I also like getting other, like, random, getting tags about news, but I also like getting tagged about, like, hey, look at this, I got this shipped wrong. Like, look at this. It could be fun to do a whole segment based off of the tags we get for people who got stuff shipped in the weirdest ways.
I'm visualizing some future day in the show when we get our act together, and we can have in one show put out an idea,
right,
and then collect stories from the community based on that idea over the course of the week. And then by the time the next week rolls around, we have a bunch of relevant topic.
Absolutely. Well, imagine
posts.
if we were getting tagged in all the CGC/grading conundrums, like all those, because I know you get tagged in those posts too, where people are like, look at this right here, this graded comic book, what is going on? And it's something glaringly wrong with it.
Right.
It's like those posts are on Instagram. I'm getting tagged on it, but I'm not bringing it up on the mic or anything. But if we have it all in one place, it could be fun to do that as a segment.
That would be.
Like, shipping mishaps, fun finds, good stories, comic karma, who knows? But there is good stuff that gets posted, and it's coming in so many different ways. We got to have it all just come in one way.
FedEx guy literally dropped my books on my front porch. I caught him on my security cam. That kind of stuff would be awesome to see in a terrible sort of way. I want to shame this man.
But you know what? That would be funny if you posted that on Instagram with that hashtag Geek Responsibly.
Right? We could see that now.
I'd be able to see that, and that could go in a video. Like, we can chat about that. I think that would be interesting.
That sounds miserable.
It's no good.
That's one reason to have a security cam on your front door.
There you go. I have a security cam on my front door.
You got to.
You got to. All right. Hey, and John's Comics for Kids, thank you so much for the super chat. He says Ryan hosted his first live stream. Check his channel. He sure did.
That's right. Last night we did a top five comic book film performances. Most definitive comic book film performances. Iconic. The whole title. The title's a mess, but it's on my channel. It's the most recent video I've done. It was pretty cool. John and Jeffrey and myself. I
like it.
We didn't agree on much. It was interesting. I thought there would be more similarities in favorite comic book performances, but no. It was a cool video, though. You should watch it if you want to.
Interesting. Well, we're looking at broadening the show a little bit. I'm excited that we're going to be doing it. I think it's been long overdue, but now that we have a bit more of the production nailed down, and maybe even doing more stuff in the studio, I think that's going to be fun as well. All of which is coming. But the big thing is community. That's the big thing I want to stress on. We have so many people in the community who are being active that I think if we can help incent that, get more involvement and more people interested in comics and in participating by creating content, you know what? I think that'd be a whole lot of fun.
We had a cool little talk with Bueller, thinking about maybe getting him to make an appearance on our show sometime in the future. Just having people on here. I'm looking forward to bringing, like, it would be right here in the middle of us, I imagine.
Right.
I don't know. It'd be fun.
It'd be fun to just have him come in for like 10 minutes. Like, he just drops some info. Like, we have a segment where Bueller, like, what would you want to see Bueller do? Like 10 minutes. He can come on and be like, hey, I'm in the middle of doing this, your video. I mean, Wednesday. Wednesday he's doing his video for what came out,
Yes.
right? He does his like sneak peek video or something. Like he does a major video. He's doing that right
tomorrow,
now.
as far as I know. Yeah.
So he's probably editing it right now. So he could hop in and give us his quick little. This is what's going on right now in front of my screen. I don't know. Hey Bueller, you're in the feed. You tell us.
What's coming out tomorrow, Bueller?
What's coming out tomorrow?
Having him in the middle of us here is just going to be a preview of the day that we actually have him in the middle of us up here because Bueller has to come hang out with us. It's not that far away. Portland's not far.
Ooh.
I need to go down there too.
We got to soon. Well, anyways, definitely want to kick it to the community. Let me know your thoughts on what you would like to see in the live video from the community aspect. We do have stuff planned out. We have a really big list of show ideas that we're going to be doing in ongoing segments. It's going to feel more like a produced show here pretty soon.
The gist of it is now that we are opening up boxes on a separate program, we have about 20-ish plus minutes.
Probably those are the 30, 35 sometimes.
Right, yeah. We have
it was pushing
a
40.
significant chunk of the show opened up.
Yes.
And we want to open it up to the fam, to the community, to all of y'all. See if you guys have any ideas. Do you want to participate in some of these discussions with us? It could be cool. We need to see posts, at the very least. # Geek Responsibly.
All right. I think, is that going to be the answer? It's going to be # Geek Responsibly, and that's going to, we want to start off the gate. Let's just remind to make sure that we hit the points that we got to make so we actually get the engagement. So what we're looking for is any stories that you think could be interesting to bring up on the mic, Geek Responsibly, we're going to be looking. Any like epic finds, anything that you think would be interesting to a fellow comic book collector in the community, we'll tell your story. We'll bring it. We'll put you on your Instagram. If you have an Instagram store, we'll pull that up too. So shout out to anybody who's, if you're flipping comics on Instagram, if you're the villain, comics for cheap. I want to hear from you. Let us know by hitting that # Geek Responsibly. We'll be taking a look. I think it'd be fun to get tags about grading, anything you find interesting, good or bad. Yeah. I want to see tags about like crazy hunting success stories, con stories.
So many potential. So
I know it's endless, but like just stuff in the community, that you find interesting, you think that we may find interesting.
I want us to see it. #
Yeah.
Geek Responsibly.
I'm going to be looking specifically for that hashtag, and that's going to tell me that you think this would be interesting for the show, and we may be highlighting it, and we'll give you credit for it too. So, very good. I also have is this a giveaway?
Oh, it is. I think we do a giveaway every week.
Yes, we have this very cool Batman Odyssey #1. Now, you'll notice this is done by Mr. Neil Adams, but you'll also notice that as a certificate because it's also signed by Neil Adams. That's pretty cool. So this is signed by Neil Adams. That's the point of this whole thing. And what is this on the back? What does it say here?
It says Drop Dead Fred 82. Who's that? Who's Fred?
It's him. He's right here.
Oh.
He's on the screen. Drop Dead Fred 82.
Look at that.
Thank you so much for participating in our giveaway. You won the Neil Adams signed book, Batman Odyssey. We do appreciate you going on to Instagram, leaving a comment on it on our post that we do.
Are we gonna do a new one? We need to take a photo and do some
yes,
silly
we
words?
do. We do need to do all of those.
We almost ended on time today.
We're actually still going. We're doing good. We got 3 more minutes, and then you guys can go over to Lords of the Long Box and do that. So all right, so hit us up. Drop Dead Fred 82 in the description. You can find us by hitting the mystery mail call link. Go to the email us to mysterymailcall@gmail.com.
Safest.
And we will get that book mailed out to you. Take a look at this. We have another. I have a box filled with comic book karma from the community. I just grab the next thing that's there.
That might make my top 5 of January. Actually, Middle West #3.
Boom, Middle West. We have a limited 1 in 500 variant. This right here is going to be going out to a member of the community. Someone who is watching this feed probably is going to win this comic book because we are going to post it on Instagram right now. We have 3 minutes. I think we can do it. Are we going to end on time today? That is crazy.
Some words. Let's think of words, comic community. What are some words?
Give me a word, Ryan. What's the first word that comes to your mind?
Oh, swizzle stick.
Swizzle stick?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a really weird face. No, that looks kind of creepy, Ryan. Give me a weirder face. All right, so I have this picture of Ryan here. he's really excited about your prize that someone is going to win in this community. 1 in 500. Ooh, Middle West Scotty Young variant. It is cool. I love that fox. It's really cool. All right,
Fox
so
is a cool
all you
guy.
need to do is go on to Comic Tom 101 on Instagram, and there's going to be a post that says
Poop.
tantalizing. Oh, that's good. That's a good word. Tantalizing. Tantalizing.
Pheasant.
I need you to here. Can you do this for me?
What am I doing? Typing?
Tantalizing.
Tantalizing.
Okay, that's gonna be the first word.
Your autocorrect. Tantalizing.
Inflamed.
Oh, man. That's
Tantalizing. Inflamed.
Yep.
I need one more word, comic fam.
Give it to us. It does only have one M. Look at that.
It does. It does only have one M.
Inflamed.
Inflamed toenail.
Right. Oh, God.
There it is.
Damn, that's
It's
awful.
tits. That's good. Oh, put moist in there.
No. Okay.
Tantalizing, inflamed, moist toenail.
This is the most disgusting thing I've ever thought of in my life.
I wasn't my. I didn't pick it. This is the comic fam. It's not my fault. The comic fan gets a little icky. All
I
right.
can't read those words.
They can't read it.
I typed it, though.
It says, here, just read it.
Tantalizing, inflamed, moist toenail.
That's gross, Ryan. You're freaking gross
I
person.
am. I thought of that all by myself.
Okay, so that's 2 giveaways. What's funny is the last 2 posts on Instagram are giveaways. So if you go on Instagram right now and comment on the post we just did, it's got Ryan in it with holding the comic book we're giving away right now. And then if you scroll down a little bit more, there's another giveaway. So that's 2 giveaways that we're doing just in live shows today. It's crazy.
Madness.
It's madness. But you know what? It's 6 o'clock, so it's the end of the show. We do appreciate the comic book community. Thank you for listening to us chat about stuff. And it's Wednesday. We do a live show on Wednesdays. Look out
Every week.
after the show. You have Lords of the Long Box. So go check out Lords of the Long Box. TiVo is going to be, dropping knowledge, tearing down the house.
Check it out.
It's awesome. So go check him out. Go let him know that we sent you. Let him know that we're sending some peeps over there. He's a great guy over there talking about Doctor Strange and craziness. Oh, wow. I don't actually know what he's talking about tonight, but it's going to be good. Then we got Whitewell Comics tonight as well. Links are in the description.
They're
Come on.
always down in the description.
You
They're
know
gonna
they
be
are.
breaking down this new issue of Guardians of the Galaxy #1 by Donny Cates.
That's
If you were
right.
as confused about it as I was, you might want to go check it out and see if they can shed some light on it for you.
This is what's going on.
I'll be there in the chat.
I'll be there too.
Oh,
I'll be there. We'll all be there together.
we won't be
Family.
together. I'll be
No,
at
no.
home.
You'll be at home. I'll
in
be
the chat.
here, and I'll be watching it separately.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cute. That's amazing.
It is amazing. And then we have Bueller on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Bueller rocking the house at 5:30. I'm gonna be doing my pre-show like I typically do.
Yes, you do a pre-show. At what time?
Typically like 4 o'clock.
Oh, okay. So it's
And then you got Gem Min on Saturday. And then you know what? Look out next week. We have a live show. It's gonna be great because we got Certified Comic Shop. I know it's gonna be great because of that. I can at
love
least
that
say
guy.
because Jason's gonna be here. It's gonna be great.
he's
Everything else I can't vouch for. The rest of the show may be terrible, but I
His
can say
segment
Jason's part is
will
gonna
be
be
cool.
good. I count on his segment.
He'll tear it down.
Thank you so much,
We're
Comic Book
depending
fam.
on you, Jason. Our entire show is depending on you, so don't screw up.
Yeah, we are tanking. We are losing subs by the thousands.
Please help us.
And one quick reminder: we have a goal today of 10 likes on this video.
Oh, wow.
So if you please hit that like button, we would appreciate it. Smash it for us. Let's hit above 10. Screw it. Let's go 11. We're going for 11. I know I'm pushing it.
Crazy.
But please hit that like button. And as always,
Geek responsibly.
geek
I say
responsibly,
it.
comic fam.
You guys say it, but we don't have time.
We don't have
I'll
time.
just say it today. There's no